everyone, I'm going to be talking about the recent arrest of Michael Avenatti. There's a lot of developing news, so I'm sorry if I get this story out and then all of a sudden there's a lot of changes. It's just, how news is. And, well, I would say there's a lot of details that's going on with this one. Apparently, he was caught red-handed. Michael was arrested earlier for attempting to extort Nike of $20 million. And this whole entire ridiculous scheme that he had this scheme that he thought he was going to pull one over on them, and no, in fact, that did not work out at all. Not only did Michael threaten Nike on the phone, but he also ended up tweeting them. When you start tweeting a company and you want to start threatening them, you're doing that in the public. I mean, why are you doing that? Of course, if you have a tweet or you have a text message, it's not really that different. One, it's going to be in the public right away. But if you have a text message, it's permanent as well. Whatever you send online, whatever you send in a text message, or whatever you send even on your personal email, it's always going to be there forever. It's not like a personal conversation. I'm not telling people to go, say all these crazy things out in the real world just because they can, because they know it's not going to be recorded and have this paper trail to it. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, stuff to think about. What you do put online, it could have consequences, definitely. It could come back to haunt you, and you have all this proof. It's right there for what you've said. You would think being a lawyer, having the proper education that he has, he would think twice. He would have the maturity to know the difference on what you put online. He has no idea. That's really sad. Just 30 minutes after he tweeted, he was put into handcuffs. Nike, they weren't having that at all. Or someone, I guess, that was on the platform for Twitter, maybe working with them, they could have seen that right away. Of course, there's a lot of reports. But yeah, they weren't having that. It's kind of the key rule that if you want to get involved with that, if you want to get involved with shady business, especially with someone like Michael, wouldn't you, try to mind your own business? Looks like it was confidence that killed the cat this time because he could not hold back on talking. Stormy Daniels, who used Michael as her lawyer in 2016, decided that she was going to denounce Michael's actions. She went on by saying, "I am saddened but not shocked that he's been criminally charged today. Apparently all the details unraveled together. It wasn't that much of a surprise to her. I don't really know why. Maybe because of the reason that he was, blowing up all the times during her cases. And I know that she's a big part of it as well, obviously. But I don't know, there's something about this guy. It's very weird to me. I think it's like the way that he acts. And hey, you know what? They've said the same thing about conservatives in the past, so I can make my judgment if I want. I mean, I want to see evidence, and that's very important. But still, his attitude that he has, that he is just going on. I mean, he talked so much negativity towards Laura Loomer when she got banned online. He was cheering it on constantly, cheering on all these different tweets that he made online about Laura Loomer being banned. Why would you do that to any American citizen, even to somebody on the left? I don't really agree with them. I don't like their politics. I don't agree with liberals, but if they're banned, I'm still going to fight for that. It's ridiculous. I know that the Constitution is important. If you disagree with me and you get banned, am I going to cheer about that? Am I going to go, oh my god, yay, another liberal ban? What world do we live in? So this was no surprise to some, because apparently he's always behaving like this, according to a lot of different sources. I don't know why people would just be making this up all of a sudden. They're not credible news sources. You don't have the mainstream saying these points. It's more like citizens. It's more like, the citizen journalists and independent journalists. So yeah, definitely, I'm probably going to be believing that over anything else, over what he's saying. He's constantly trashing people. In fact, on top of the charges for extortion, Michael has also been accused of wire fraud and bank fraud, some serious charges within the last few years. This guy, he is in definitely a deep hole that I don't know if he's ever going to be able to get out of. Nick Hanna, the U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, said that Avenatti is just a corrupt lawyer who fights for his own selfish interest. If Avenatti gets convicted on all accounts, federal prosecutions say that he would face a maximum penalty of 97 years in prison. That is a total lifetime. Even though it's a lifetime, I think that it's enough time for somebody to be able to think about, all their wrongdoings, but at the same time, you can't really punish somebody for that long. I don't know. I'm kind of contradicted about a lot of different stuff. Maybe I don't understand it completely, but still. I just think that people, they deserve to at least have a fighting chance and be able to debate it out properly with words to explain to everybody. I know we have like a jury, we have all that, okay. We have a jury, that's great. But I think also explaining to the public when you're completely getting smeared, it could help a lot. So there's a lot of different issues in the past where you have maybe a college campus smearing someone, or you have a local newspaper that is smearing somebody. There are cases right now, and I think a lot of people, they just, are like, oh no, that's just something that somebody talks about on the side or whatever, like for fun, to get more views or something. But no, I mean, it's a real issue with people and how they're actually able to interact online because of all these things that are completely blocking them from the real world. After denying everything, thinking that you have the capabilities to just deny, to get away with everything and lie with your words. Use your words as almost like tools from your secret little toolbox. Every little tool that you pull out is like a different word. People act like that. They do that. They want to get away with it. Then all of a sudden it catches up on them. And then reality, it just slams in front of them when they see the jail bars closing in on them. We will see if anything changes for the next 2 weeks. But honestly, down to my opinion, I think that Michael is guilty. I think everything that you have right in front of you, and twice, all the, constant bashing that you had for people that were censored offline, I have to wonder, where do you come from in this world in America where you actually think that people should be censored for what they say online? It's really ridiculous. From what you say online, from what you say in person, what's the difference? Like, oh my gosh, you could offend somebody online, you could offend somebody in the real world as they're passing you. I could never be in a world where everybody that I passed, I had to worry if I offended them. I don't care if I offend you. I really don't, and I know that kind of sounds heartless in a way, but if I offend you, I don't care at all because that's my opinion. It's just ridiculous. It's not worth any of my time. Well, that's all I have for this video. I'm going to have another video coming very shortly, so I'll check you next time.